Hello and welcome back to the video. Today we're looking at something. This is a DS game. Let's get it out here. So as you know, there's the Nintendo DS, and you're probably familiar that in China they had the iQue DS, or however it's pronounced. And it's basically a version of the DS that was released as a joint partnership between Nintendo and a Chinese company to get past both the laws that meant that you couldn't have basically Western brands release things in China, as well as to sort of bypass the limitations on game console. One of the things was a handheld, as well as the plug and play stuff they did by making a iQue player version of the Nintendo 64, where it is like built into a handheld device essentially that you plug into a TV to play. So this is a game for the iQue DS. So this is the Chinese version. As you can see, it says Nintendo. Got that branding there. Text in Chinese is one of the more common games. It's like a basically nonogram type thing. There's a little leaflet here. I assume if you put it open, there's something in there. Not really sure about that. It's got the manual. So this case itself does still have Nintendo branding on it. Probably because it's the same mold. It was cheaper than rebranding everything. Because I think the DS is basically just a different version of the firmware, and then the label on the bottom says iQue instead of Nintendo. Yeah, but we'll try it. I don't think this will work because, as far as I'm aware, the only region locked Nintendo DS games are the iQue versions. Again, you can see the iQue logo there, and there's actually an official Nintendo seal on the case there. And basically it's because there's a separate version of the ROM of the DS that contains information for a lot more characters to support Chinese language, which wasn't on the international version. So in theory this won't work if I put it on. But also, from what I remember seeing when I was researching it when I was younger, the information is stored on the Wi-Fi module, so you can basically get a new Wi-Fi module, flash it on, and that would allow you to essentially play these games. Which I think these games, even though these only work on the iQue DS, you can actually use international games on the iQue DS, and those actually work fine. Also, let's say China as well, so the region code at the end there. So this is just a regular DS, not a iQue DS. So this is a Japanese version. So I think in theory it shouldn't work. There's a stylus on this one. There we go on the bottom. And we can check that out. As you can see, the characters there look all messed up, but see if it actually boots up at all. Only for iQue DS, so it does actually detect the system and doesn't let you actually play it. That's a bit interesting. So I'll leave this here. Don't have an iQue DS to actually test the game on, but it looks like it does work. It's just, again, it's region locked, which should be interesting. So we'll end this video here. If you like the video, comment down below your thoughts, and if you and subscribe so you see videos like this in the future.